Hey guys, it's Bible Girl, and welcome to the second episode of something I picked a name for, R&R with Harry Potter recap and review. So for today's R&R, we're going to be talking about Chapter 25 of Deathly Hallows, Shell Cottage. And at this point, everyone's been kind of hanging out in the cottage for a little bit. Harry has gone up to Griphook and he's full on asked about getting help sneaking into Gringotts. And Griphook is a little apprehensive. He says he'll think about it. Meanwhile, Ron and Hermione are kind of arguing back and forth whether or not Dumbledore is actually dead. Which a lot of fans did when they were reading the books. So it's kind of neat that life and art were imitating each other. Also, Harry's been sitting there really contemplating the idea that he just let Voldemort take the Elder Wand. He didn't go after it because he's focusing on the Horcruxes, not the Hallows. Meanwhile, as everyone's kind of hanging around and there all the time, Ollivander eventually goes to stay at Aunt Muriel's house, and Lupin comes over for a visit, and we find out that Tonks has had his son, Teddy. Teddy is born. Teddy's named after Tonks' father. And it's really exciting, and Harry is asked to be the godfather, and for those of you who for some reason are watching me ramble and haven't read the books but saw the first movie, in the first movie there should have been a scene where Harry and Remus have a bit of a fight about him leaving to go fight the good fight because Harry thinks that he should be staying with Tonks. And he's very angry about it, obviously because of being a baby and his family was taken from him to go out and fight a war when there's a pregnant wife at home. He finds just awful. But now they're happy, and it's as if that fight has never happened, and Lupin asks Harry to be the godfather to Teddy, and it's a really special little moment. Griphook did, by the way, agree to go sneak into Gringotts, and they start hatching a plan. However, there is a little caveat to the deal, and it is the requirement of the Sword of Gryffindor. Only problem is the Sword of Gryffindor is the only thing they know that they'll have access to, which will destroy the Horcruxes. So Harry is a little sly. He agrees, but says he'll give it to him. He doesn't give a specific time as to when he'll give the Sword of Gryffindor. So he intends to give the sword after all the Horcruxes have been destroyed. Bill, who has worked at Gringotts for, again, movie people, since he left Hogwarts, he's trying to talk to Harry and say, you know, I know goblins, I have goblins that are friends, or as close to friends as I can have, but they're not, their belief and ownership is different. Like I said in the last video, it belongs really to the person that made it, not who purchased it. Now when we look at this chapter, arc-wise and symbolically, there's a couple things to look at. And definitely the whole arc of the issues with Remus and Harry have been fixed, and that'll be important later. They're in a good spot. Sorry. Also, there's some other things going on because there's some symbolic stuff, and this I actually got off of Pottercast. Don't claim ownership to understand it. The shell tends to be a symbolic representation of John the Baptist. So the idea of Shell Cottage and being in this place, some people have taken to be a baptism metaphor, which is kind of interesting on a couple parts. Harry, in this novel particularly, is very much Christ figure, and I'll explain that more as we go along. And the beginning in some accounts of Christ's ministry in really going out into the world is when he encounters John the Baptist and he's baptized. And although Harry's done many, many things up to this point, like I said before, he's more of a child. In the last chapter, he's kind of taking the role as general, as leader, as adult, in a way he hasn't done before. So this is the beginning of his adult ministry, in a way. So that's interesting. Also, the idea of baptism representing a new life, birth, beginnings. Obviously, Teddy is born in this chapter. The relationship between Remus and Harry is kind of reborn in this chapter. And it's all about this change and Harry right now, and how he's going to start taking things for his own and going out into the world and doing things as the adult figure and not as the child anymore. So he's kind of reborn into a new stage of life. And if you guys look up the bit by bit part from podcast, they go on for like 20 minutes about the baptism metaphor. I don't have enough time here. I love you guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to attempt to get next Harry Potter 8 up tomorrow. No promises, because sometimes the computer and the internet in my house hate me. So I'm really going to try to do all that tomorrow. And if that doesn't happen, I'll definitely see you on Tuesday. Okay, I love you guys. God bless. And have a fantastic day whenever you're watching this. Oh, please check out and help out with my Harry Potter fan documentary. You'd be a lifesaver, please. I still need more people to help. Okay, bye.